K Black Boxing, coming to you with another video. You know, as I stated yesterday, I was saying that I'm not going to be able to upload as many videos as I want because I'm going to be busy for the next couple of months. But when I do upload them, it's going to be around a time like this. You know, where I'm at right now, it's about 1:30 a.m. So it's going to be overnight when I do upload them. And when I do get to watch everybody else's videos and comment and things like that and converse and, you know, things like that with the other boxing channels, man. You know, but other than that, man, let me get right to this video. Now we have a fighter on our hands, man, in the 140-pound division. They both made weight. Adrien Broner and Mikey Garcia. Surprisingly, Adrien Broner actually came in smaller than Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia came in at 139.5, and Adrien Broner came in at 138 3/4. So we got ourselves a fight for a WBC diamond belt that really don't count for shit anyway. But hey, it's for a fucking title. I heard Adrien Broner say like, well, if I win this, I'll be a 5-time world champion. Nah, man. Alright. Yeah, you know, this shit is ridiculous. But anyway, I don't give a shit about the belts. Should be a good fight, man. But, you know, I already made my prediction. If you don't know, I'm picking Broner Mikey Garcia just because he is more consistent, man. That's it. That's the reason why, you know. If Adrien Broner was more consistent, then there's no way I would go against him, you know. But Adrien Broner, you know, everything that we have seen with Adrien Broner in the past couple of years, man, whether it was him partying like crazy, him sipping lean, him drinking, him going to jail, getting to a shootout, or, you know, somebody shooting at him, and things of that nature. You know, we already know the resume on Adrien Broner. It is what it is with him, you know, and him ballooning up in weight. And you know, I was surprised he's able to come down this low at 138. You know, it could be helpful for him, or it can hurt him as well, because I don't know how much he weighed before he went to training camp, but he definitely just looked more slimmer at the weigh-in. You know what I mean? Of course, from the weigh-in, I'll wait to later on tonight when the fight happens. He's gonna, you know, rehydrate as much as he wants, so he'll be good. I did see him, you know, before they did the face-off. You know, he was shadow boxing and stuff like that. He normally do that, you know. So, you know, he basically do that to try to get himself a psychological advantage, and saying like, well, even though I had to lose all this weight or whatever the case may be, I'm still shadow boxing. I'm not drinking no water. I'm not running to the food. I'm good. You know, Mikey Garcia did go. He went straight after he got off the scales. He went straight, you know, drink some water, and before they had the face-off, he was eating something. So, oh well, man. I just think this fight is gonna be one probably maybe 8 rounds to 4, generously 7 rounds to 5 type of fight. Adrien Broner probably gonna try to knock Mikey Garcia's head off in the beginning, because since he's the underdog 5-1 or whatever the odds are now, he took exception to that, and possibly he might try to do his best to upset those odds. But we'll see. And like I said, I'm going with Mikey Garcia. But if I get it wrong, I'll come on here and say, hey, I got it wrong. It is what it is, man. I'm not a person that's gonna run and hide and stuff like that. But anyway, since that's out the way, I already made a prediction, talked about that, man. Let me go to the nitty gritty, man. What's up with AB versus all these reporters, man? It seems as if he always get into reporters, and it seems as if they ask him a semi-tough question. It don't got to be the toughest of the tough. It could be a semi-tough question, and he get kind of upset, or let's say somebody might say something about him, or something, you know what I mean? And it could be the facts, and he get upset. You know, I know when his last press conference, he's basically saying like, all the people that said something negative about me after we fight, say something positive if I win. You know, the thing is though, no one is above criticism, and especially a person like Adrien Broner, man. I mean, come on now. He put it on himself. Come on now. Even before the training camp, he was drinking and partying and shit. So come on now. We already know what it is with Adrien Broner, man. I just know that he did an interview with Dante's Boxing Nation, man. I think, in the interview, I think I heard Ellie Sadback voice asking him a couple of questions as well as Boxing Ego. And I know Dante Boxing Nation asked him a question, man. But before I get to that, I'm backtrack a little bit because Adrien Broner has been getting into it with reporters, earlier this year. I know the brother, I think the dude, his name is Nexter from Boxing Voice. He was interviewing Earl Spence, and Adrien Broner basically, he walked into the interview, basically interrupted it, if you ask me, and he was basically saying like, well, I don't even normally give you an interview, but I'm gonna grant you one today. I feel like this wasn't your interview in the first place, but anyway, I think I forgot what question did he ask him, man. Oh, about the pound for pound. He said something about pound for pound. And he was like, just because I'm on your punk ass pound for pound list, and that don't mean I'm not on pound for pound. Call him a bitch ass nigga and everything. I'm like, down to the man's face. I'm like, how you gonna, And he kept on interviewing, trying to be professional. But I'm looking like, damn, like, why you gonna let the man call you? I know he's a boxer, but why you gonna let this man, call you a bitch ass nigga to your face, And I think yesterday I seen a video with Radio Raheem. He got Radio Raheem a punk ass nigga because Radio Raheem basically said that stated facts that when you fight against a smaller fighter. Because, Adrien Broner was fighting at 130, 135. He's ballooning up in weight. That's the reason why he went to 147 so quickly. But many people thought he was like a weight bully. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is what people were saying. And he was able to knock those guys out pretty easy. But when he moved up in weight, not so much. It is what it is. It's how it goes. And basically, he's basically saying, when you normally fight against a smaller guy, you can knock those guys out. And Adrien Broner took, exception to it. He was basically saying, like, well, he just took offense to it, saying that, like, well, I see you trying to throw shade, punk ass nigga. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm just thinking to myself, like, this dude, he should be focused on a fighter. Rich as Mikey Garcia, don't focus on a reporter, man. But I seen with Dante's Boxing Nation, he was trying to come, Dante's Boxing Nation asked him a question about the amateurs with Mikey Garcia and Terrence Crawford. He basically asked, even before that, somebody asked him about him training in Colorado, and was he training with Terrence Crawford, and they had a basketball game and all like that, or whatever the case may be. But Dante from Dante's Boxing Nation was saying how, where in the amateurs did you see Mikey Garcia and Crawford fight? And how was it? And he's like, well, I haven't. My last amateur, tournament was Junior Olympics. After that, I went to jail. I ain't do no Pan Am games. I ain't do no Olympic qualifiers. I ain't do this and I ain't do that. I ain't do no Golden Glove. And I went to jail. Dante was saying like, well, I understand that. I was just asking about. This is when he's, Adrien Broner interrupted. But this is what I'm saying though. It's, this is, I went to jail. And it wasn't no Golden Gloves for me. It's us in jail fighting one another, and the winner got to press the red button or some bullshit he was talking about, man. But anyway, Dante Boxing Nation, he didn't back up. He was like, hey man, hey, I'm not one of these weaklings, man. I'm you come at me, I'm gonna come back at you. You know what I mean? I'm paraphrasing. I ain't gonna say, I can't say word for word what he said, but he basically was telling like, hey, I ain't no bitch ass dude, man. I'm not none of those other, reporters that you can talk that bullshit to. And, Adrien Broner basically backed down and he was saying, hey, I'm just joking. Motherfucker, he wasn't joking, man. You know what I mean? I've seen another interview with about Dante, when Dante's Boxing Nation, he was like in the background and he was talking to somebody else, and you seen Adrien Broner like punching. This was a while ago. Adrien Broner was punching the punching bag. I think this is when he was getting ready for the Adrian Canales fight, and he was basically saying Dante was talking to somebody, and basically he thought that Dante said something about Marcus Maidana. And Adrien Broner said, well, you know what? If you say another word about Marcus Maidana, you got to get out of here, man. And this and that. And, and Dante was like, I ain't say nothing about it. What you talking about? I'm not even talking about Marcus Maidana. I want to, so basically, he's basically saying, like, hey, we good, we good, Dante, man. Adrien Broner is an individual He basically like how Soldier Boy was, man. You know, go off on you and then apologize in the same damn sentence. You know, like he was going off on Florida and tanking it, and basically saying, you know, you my brother and I love you and all that, you know, all that bullshit that Adrien Broner do, man. I'm just saying, you know, he's more focused on attacking the reporters than he is attacking the fighters. And these reporters, whether it's Reddy Raheem, Dante's Boxing Nation, Boxing Voice, these guys show you love, man. You know, especially Boxing Ego. I know he was talking to Boxing Ego. He's like, I know who you are, I know who you are. Who are you? And he's like, I'm Boxing Ego. He said, well, I'm going to check up on you. Now, Boxing Ego, I know you probably know who Boxing Ego is, because Boxing Ego show Adrien Broner all type of damn love. You know, in my opinion, a little bit too goddamn much love, man. And there's no shade on Boxing Ego because he got a good channel. I'm just saying, you know, shout out to him and Dante's Boxing Nation. I'm subscribed to both of those guys. I'm just saying how Adrien Broner, he's a you know, hey, he's a fool, man. He really is. You know, so in my opinion, he should be soaking up all this, you know, glitter and glamour right now, because after later on today, those guys might not be putting the camera in your face no more, man. So instead of talking bad about those guys and try to fight them and square up with them, you need to be, you know, be humble, man, because some of those guys might, even if you take a defeat later on today, they still might show love to you, especially if you put up a valid effort. But many of those guys gonna turn their back on you, man, and this is how it's gonna go. So, in my opinion, man, Adrien Broner is just a damn fool, man. You know, so if I was those reporters, I just would be taking that shit. A dude like 5'6", wear a size 6 shoe. Come on, man. Y'all can do better than that, man. I'm K Black Boxing signing off. Like, comment, subscribe.